Hello and welcome. Here we are checking out Ludus. Cyber Ranges, the easiest way to deploy dev test infrastructure. And specifically, I'm going to look at the roles. And if we're going over here on the left, here it says roles. And we're going to add a role. Specifically, I want to add the role that is this EMUX, which is like emulates like I think a router, IP camera, IoT type things. So let me go over here to Ludus add, get this role. Already installed. Okay, that's fine. Good. So if I go into here, what else does it say about it? Basically, it's an Ansible role to install this. So if we look at it, it's this firmware emulation framework. And these are this router, this kind of router. It looks like a Netgear Nighthawk. All these things it looks like the original one would do. I'm not sure that this one does all those, but it does some. So what you can do is copy this example range right here. So if you go copy and you go to your deal and you go like, for me, I need to go into a different area. I have everything under here. So if I go nano, let me open this up more. This looks, okay. I think I put it, there it is. I called it that. So I just pasted it into a new config file like that. And then I probably did Ludus, range, config, set, this file, and that. Cool, that's there. And then what we'll do is we'll deploy it. So Ludus, range, deploy. But before we do that, nano, so if you look at it, make sure you're in the right VLAN for wherever you're going to put it, and make sure the octet doesn't conflict with something else you've got, and also make sure that your machine is really fast because it expects you to have like 32 gigs of RAM, SSD. Don't be on Wi-Fi. Like this is very important too. Your CPU speed has to be pretty fast to keep up with all the automation. So please do that. All right. So real quick though, let me look at my Proxmox so you can look at kind of what that looks like for me. I'm going to put it in this range. And so I've already double checked and none of these are like, see this router, it's a 108, not .1. So it's not going to conflict with that. And you can't see it here, but maybe it's in options or hardware. But in the network, it has tag 10, so it's in VLAN 10. So I'll be able to look at it, check it out. But that's only if I use WireGuard like this, and I'm active in that ES is Elastic Security. Yeah, if I have WireGuard going, then I can actually get to it. So let's go ahead and run this as is. So if we do Ludus range deploy, it will just deploy that particular machine. So you could do Ludus range logs follow, and it'll give you an update of like, oh, it's starting the VM, oh, it's doing this, doing that, all that kind of stuff. If we look over here, I'll hit refresh. We should be able to see something being spun up shortly. Let me go back to this other one. So it looks like deploying VM. It's doing some stuff there. So if I go back here, there it is, 142. So it's taking a little bit, but it's doing what it needs to do. As you can see, it has the tag 10, so it's on the VLAN. So I should be able to eventually get to it. And so if I go to summary up here, eventually I'll have an IP address in here. This is too soon to tell. I am on an older Intel NUC right now. I'm not on the latest and greatest. So it will be slower than a mini PC GMK Tech K8 that I have another thing of. So yeah, it's moving right along. If I go back here, hey, see, it's already got some kind of IP, but it's still not done because it hasn't really assigned the IP that we assigned it, which is the last octet of .1. Oh, yeah, looks like it's doing stuff. So yeah, so back to the GitHub on this. So yeah, it's pretty simple. You just have the config file. Um, in the config file, there's these numbers. So that's a good point. I didn't talk about that. So over here is the Ludus EMUX device. So this one is 0. So if you look up here, 0 would have been this one. I think I have 4, the IP camera, on our current one. So let's look at that. So if I cancel out of this, just looking at the logs canceling out, and I do nano MUX, and then I look, yep, it's number 4. So that's what's going to happen there. It's going to get this number 4, which is an IP camera situation. So another thing you can do is Ludus range status, and still deploying, as you can see in yellow. But here is the right IP address for it. So if I copy that, don't put it there though. And I go up here. Eventually, I should be able to do HTTP, whack, whack, paste, 80, go, kind of a thing. And we'll be able to see something. But right now, we can't because it's still spinning up. This is the part where we do need our WireGuard connected and active so that we could reach that VLAN 10 to get to this from our host. So let's go ahead and look on here for logs. And it looks like waiting for system to boot. Cool. So I guess we can wait together. Oh, hey, looks like it's done. So there's no fails over here. That's always fantastic. Yeah, that's really nice. So what we'll do with that information is cancel out of this, and we'll go over here and just kind of refresh. HTTP 10 dot, oh, what VLAN is it? So it's VLAN 10, right? Yeah, 10.8.10. 10.8.10. So 10.8.10.1, go. No. Okay. Sweet. So let's just do Docker PS. What? Sudo Docker PS? Oh, I have to be on that machine. So this is on Ludus, so I don't know why I'm on Ludus doing that command. But let's go back here and let's, I'll just go through the console. I could SSH as well, but I'm just going to go into the console. So this is Debian. Once we're in here, we'll do sudo docker ps. And so we can see for about a minute, it's been up. So let's do like sudo docker exec into this image 63C77128FBE7. Okay, as bin bash. Cool. So now we're in here. And here's the workspace. Okay. Just gonna look at the logs. Sweet. Okay, so let's refresh this. HTTP 10.8.10.1. Page isn't working right now. This is my other one. So this is my Elastic, which is awesome. But I really want .1, which is not coming up. So if we go back in here, somewhere in here is like a file that I think I can start something, but the file doesn't look familiar in here. Like workspaces looks weird to me. Is there a CD opt? CD var? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to start it or redeploy it. So I will try. All right, where are we? We are whatever. That's that. So if I go into here and go ahead and we're going to create a new one. All right, and then Debian. Okay. All right, cool. We're in here like this. So let's try running this. Okay. I do not like that. So here we go. That's the correct command not found. Failed to open. Huh. Oh, and it comes up. Okay, well, that's interesting. Cancel out of this. Does that mess anything up if I cancel that? Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the command to get it starting if it messes up. All right, I'm going to end this for now. Hopefully this helps somebody later.